She went way too far. At the end of December, I noticed that I hadn't received my salary even after a whole week of waiting. So I texted my boss, asking what was going on. Her response left me in absolute shock. Apparently, I wasn't going to receive my paycheck for December because she found my work below her standard. I told her that I worked harder than ever and my numbers were off the charts. And even if they weren't, that wasn't a reason to cut my pay without even telling me. She didn't take that well at all, and began going on a rant. You need to watch your attitude. I told you that you aren't getting paid, and that's final. You're probably one of those men or better fanatics anyway, right? You don't like the fact that your boss is a female, and that's why you're crying so much. Well, too bad, you just need to deal with it. I was appalled to see what she had been thinking all this time. She was hiding resentment behind all that bullying, and now she was even trying to deceive me out of my pay. Well, I was no longer going to put up with her ridiculous behavior. Thankfully, that conversation was over text, so I had undeniable proof. I immediately contacted a lawyer and told him about the situation. He was adamant on suing the company, because in his opinion, this was a very clear case of workplace harassment and discrimination. I agreed because there was another aspect to this lawsuit. You see, my company cared more about their reputation than anything else. And a harassment lawsuit would be a stain on their resume that they definitely didn't want. So they called me in for a meeting to settle the lawsuit immediately. They informed me that they were willing to fire my boss, as well as give me 10 times my salary as a settlement bonus if I agreed to drop the case. They also said that because of my performance, I was being promoted to the position held by the person who had denied me my paycheck. I decided that that was more than enough for revenge, and agreed. However, a few days later, I received a bunch of calls and texts from my former boss. Apparently, she had been told that she can be rehired in a starting level position if I forgave her on paper. She was literally begging me to forgive her, because she had blown through her savings and needed a job to pay her rent. The only reason I am considering forgiving her is because I would then be her boss, and can get payback on everything she did.